Get lined up here and grab that hitch here. We might have a little bit of a time wiggling it out once we hook onto it, but we should be able to get it. Ouch. That was a little subtle. There. Alright, we're just going to jam some hoses in here and get it going. Okay. Alright, we're all hooked up here. How'd you make out? Back tire's a little soft. Didn't need any couplers. Didn't need any couplers. Didn't bring any down either, so I got lucky. What has that been changed over, or were they left on
One
there?
of them was left on. Left on. Two were changed over.
Okay.
The side hill hitch was changed over.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Why don't we try a couple passes down here, and yeah, it's you're getting that up here. Alright, so yeah, this was serviced before it was put away. Must be, looks like it's all greased and everything. So alright, let's make a couple passes down here. Now, you did a back furrow on this side last year, so you need to do a dead furrow. So just go right to the woods and plow down through there, and then come up through right just to the edge of the long rounds. Come up through. So we're only going to plow a dead furrow on this side because he did a back furrow last year. A back furrow means that the two plow furrows were next to each other. Last year he went down through, say like right here, and then he came right back the other way, and it put two furrows right next to each other, and it would have left a hump in the center of the field. Now that's plowing it in. That would be considered plowing it in. And if you continue to do that, what you'll have is a large hump in the center of the field, and you'll have a pretty good sized ditch on your outside. So right now he's going to plow it out. He's going to end up with a dead furrow in the short rounds on this side. So you can't do that every year that way either, because what you would have is a large hump on the outside of the field. So with moldboard plowing, you would plow a different direction every other year. Every year you can't plow the same direction. Now moldboard plowing is kind of like raking hay with a side delivery rake. You got to kind of think about what you're doing ahead of time. With a side delivery rake, if you kept making small strips, you'd have doubled windrows all over the place, and you can't go down and right back through. With a moldboard plow, kind of the same thing. With a side delivery rake, you can't go down one windrow and come right back unless you're doubling it. So moldboard plowing is kind of an art. You have to kind of know what you're doing ahead of time. It isn't like chisel plowing. Chisel plowing, you can go kind of down and back, and you don't have to have any real pattern to it. This is kind of wet down here. We're going to actually be going to some ground that's a little drier. I'm walking out into the center of the field here. We'll let him get a couple of passes made, and then we'll move to the next field here. So he's just made his first full pass there. It's laying kind of wet, but a good habit to get into if you were gonna plow the headlands with the moldboard plow opposed to just zipping them off with a chisel plow. If you do your short rounds first, then you plow your headland before your long rounds are done, and when you pull out coming off of your headland, you can turn around on smooth ground. You're not turning around into the ground that's already plowed. So but this field is kind of unique because the headlands, it's got it's actually got 3 to 4 different headlands on it, really. That headland, the machinery is sticking out there a little far, but that headland, you can almost turn it and plow that end all as one headland. But down there, you got a 90-degree turn right there where the evergreen trees are, and you wouldn't want to turn. You wouldn't want to turn that headland plowing it. Most dirt equipment you shouldn't turn when it's in the ground. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a planter, a piece of tillage equipment, anything like that. You really shouldn't turn too abruptly when you have that piece of equipment in the ground. This field has had manure injected on it about a week ago, and it's still wet in the trench there. So this is going to be his last pass, and then we're gonna move to the next field here. So yeah, he's having to really screw around with his foot pedals to keep that square. But that's a 1971 4620 with a synchro range transmission. I bought that back in 99 or 2000. It had a year-round cab on it. We pulled it off and put the ROPS on there.